Hello everyone, this is Ross with Market Traders Daily, and this is today's video analysis for April 8, 2020. Today we're looking at the EURUSD, the euro, versus the US dollar for today's trade analysis. A couple of different trends here, of course. The black trend line, significant downtrend. Blue trend line, significant uptrend. Red trend line, significant downtrend again. And yesterday we began a little bit of an uptick here once again for the euro. So the question, of course, is are we changing the trend again? Are we going to see some more upside here for the euro dollar? And I think that's a possibility. Broke through this red trend line yesterday again, pushing higher, finding a little bit of resistance just underneath the 109 level, pulling back down a bit, but it hasn't retraced that entire move from yesterday. So I think there's still a possibility we see some upside behavior. Moving average, 100, 200 period moving average, well above the market. So there's possibility of a push back towards those moving averages like what we saw a couple of weeks ago. So all in all, I think momentum have shifted once again back to the upside here for the euro dollar. 4 hour time frame, you could see there's the move from yesterday, pushing back higher from the pink zone all the way up here to the green zone, pulling back down to the purple shaded area, 108.65, 108.50 today. So at this point, that pullback, looking for buying above the purple shaded area. Let's take one more Fibonacci. In fact, I'm going to take the older ones off. Let's take the older Fibonacci levels off first so we can get a good handle on this. And then I'm going to take Fibonacci from our low down here to our most recent high. And the interesting enough about that is that puts the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level at 108.66, just on top of this purple zone. 50% bottom of the purple zone, and 618 all the way down here, 108.29 or so, right where the previous 4 hour period spiked down into. So we spiked down towards the 618 of this little uptick, sitting on top of the purple shaded area. So for me, I'm looking at the top of this purple zone as a potential support, as we've seen for the past 1, 2, 3, 4 hour periods now. Support into the purple zone and the possibility of turning back higher again. And the risk here is that it breaks underneath the 108.50 level and continues to go back down. I did take this down to the 1 hour time frame and drew in this little short black trend line here, noting the little bit of a pullback. And again, there's our fib from the low to the highest high on this viewpoint, putting that 382 right there at the 108.66 or 65 level, top of the purple shade area. So sitting on top of there, again, provides some expectancy of support into the top of that purple zone. The risk is that it breaks underneath it. Buying price action right now, surge of buying pressure, leads us to believe there's a possibility of a break of that little short black trend line and a rise to the orange zone. Really, at this point, selling doesn't really become an opportunity for me unless it's back at the orange zone or under the purple zone. If I was going to go short euro dollar, those are the two things I'd look for: is back in the orange zone or under the purple zone. Until it does one of those two things, for me, selling is off the table. Buying is more of a likely scenario here for me, as long as it sits above that purple shaded area in the 108.65 level. And that also coincides with what we're seeing here on the USD, and we also often incorporate this into our analysis as well when we're talking about euro dollar especially. We saw yesterday the sell-off of the dollar, rebound back to the 125.35 purple shaded area, and falling back down today. So with the USD falling, that puts some upside pressure on the euro dollar. USD getting back underneath 100, back under the yellow zone, would likely see the euro dollar take another stab at the orange zone or higher for the euro dollar. One last thing before we move on for our day. Take a look here at our volume indicator. You can see it is on the smallest time frame, the 5 minute time frame, volume showing predominantly bullish right now. We have our trend dots as green, our heat map is green. It's light right now, light volumes right now, but all it's going to take is a little bit of an uptick in volume to the bull side, and we'll see this take a turn back higher. Our larger time frames are also starting to turn a little bit bullish here. You can already see the 15-minute has turned bullish across the board. You see the trend dot, heat map, volume, all green down here. So buying becomes our overall theme today for the euro dollar.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.